The air in northern Luzon is thick with more than just the morning mist. A new tension hangs over these remote islands, felt in the hum of radar installations and the purposeful stride of Philippine Marines. On the northernmost tip of the archipelago, the Philippines is drawing a line in the sand. The message to its giant neighbor across the sea is clear. This is our land. This is our water. We are here to defend it. The mobilization is more than a military maneuver. It's a declaration of sovereignty after years of creeping encroachment. We stand on the wind-swept shores of Batanes, closer to Taiwan than Manila, now the epicenter of a geopolitical storm. The Philippine flag, whipping in the sea breeze, flies with renewed defiance. Elite Marine units have transformed this sleepy region into a critical defense outpost. Every patrol and drill is part of a larger narrative of national awakening and resolve. This isn't a story of imminent war, but of strategic deterrence, preventing conflict through strength and readiness. The government in Manila knows diplomacy alone is not enough. Words must be backed by credible force. The deployment of Marines is the most visible part of a broader strategy, upgrading hardware, strengthening alliances, asserting legal rights. The world is watching these remote islands because the implications extend far beyond Philippine shores. The soldiers here are young, far from home, tasked with guarding the nation's frontier. They are not just soldiers, they are symbols of a nation's will to stand its ground. The Philippines is no longer a passive observer. It is now an active, determined player, ready to secure its future. The Luzon Strait is more than a body of water. It's a critical artery for global trade and a strategic choke point. This waterway, separating the Philippines and Taiwan, connects the Philippine Sea to the South China Sea, with much of the world's commerce passing through daily. Control here means control over a vital economic lifeline for the region and the world. That's why tension here is a global concern, a strategic chessboard where great powers make their moves. For China, the Luzon Strait is a gateway to the Pacific, crucial for projecting naval power and threatening shipping lanes. Beijing's aggressive actions in the West Philippine Sea are part of a larger ambition to dominate these waters. The Philippines, by geography, stands directly in the path of this ambition, making northern Luzon a front line in this contest. The islands of Batanes and Babuyan are like unsinkable aircraft carriers, perfect for surveillance and rapid reaction forces. The military's bolstered presence is a calculated move to deny adversaries easy access and ensure the Philippines has a say in its own backyard. This is about defense and leverage. Controlling the strait enhances the Philippines' importance to allies, especially the United States. The waters here are a complex interplay of law, economics, and military power. The Marines on these islands are at the heart of this high-stakes game. Their presence ensures the Philippines is not just a pawn, but a player with its own strategy. The stakes are high, and the world is watching. When the Philippines needs to send a strong message, it sends the Marines. These elite units are the nation's force of first response, trained for amphibious operations and expeditionary warfare. Their deployment to northern Luzon is a powerful symbol of resolve. On Batanes and Mobilize, their presence signals the country's seriousness about defending its northernmost territories. Life here is one of constant vigilance, daily patrols, relentless training, and adapting to harsh conditions. Readiness is their greatest weapon. They are prepared to defend sovereignty at any cost. Their motto, honor, duty, heroism, is lived every day. This marks a shift for the Marine Corps, pivoting from internal security to external territorial defense. The Marines are adapting quickly, embracing their role as guardians of maritime borders. Their presence complicates any adversary's plans, making hostile action a costly gamble. Integrating with the local community reassures residents and sends a message to the world. The Philippines is taking concrete steps to uphold its rights. The Marines in northern Luzon are more than a military unit. They are a statement of national confidence. They stand as proof that the nation is ready to defend every inch of its territory. The armed forces of the Philippines is undergoing its most significant transformation in a generation. Once focused on internal conflict, the military is now rapidly modernizing to address external threats. The shift is visible. New frigates and patrol vessels for the Navy, fighter jets and radar for the Air Force, and anti-ship missiles for the Army. The goal, a credible defense of the country's vast maritime domain. At the heart of this transformation is a new doctrine, archipelagic coastal defense. Instead of matching larger navies ship for ship, the AFP uses its island geography as a strategic advantage. deploying sensors, missile batteries, and fast attack craft. Marines in Northern Luzon are the forward edge of this doctrine, holding key terrain and guiding precision strikes. Modernization is not without challenges, budgets are tight, and training is demanding. But the commitment is firm. National security is the bedrock of national development. A nation that cannot defend its territory cannot secure its future. The reborn AFP is more modern, capable, and confident than ever. It is building a force ready for the challenges of the 21st century. The transformation is underway and the stakes could not be higher. The Ivitans of Batanes have always been resilient, shaped by storms and isolation. Now they face a new storm-rising geopolitical tension. The arrival of Marines and new military facilities has brought distant conflict to their doorstep. Life is changing, the quiet rhythm of the islands now punctuated by drills and soldiers. Local residents express both apprehension and reassurance. Seeing foreign ships worries them, but the presence of their own soldiers brings comfort. The military presence is seen as a necessary shield against growing threats. The local economy is adapting with new opportunities for small businesses and local suppliers. Yet concerns remain about environmental impact and the risk of becoming a target. The Ivitans are practical and adaptable, participating in civil defense drills and working with the Marines. They see the soldiers not as outsiders but as fellow Filipinos with a shared purpose. "We have always defended our home from storms," says a local teacher. "Now we work with our soldiers to defend it from any threat." The unity between civilians and defenders is strong. The spirit of the Ivitans remains unbroken. Together they face the future, resilient, united, and ready. On this critical frontier, community and military stand as one. The Philippines is not facing this challenge alone. Its revitalized alliance with the United States, anchored by the Mutual Defense Treaty, is a powerful deterrent. Joint exercises like Balikatan now focus on real-world scenarios: amphibious landings, maritime security, and coastal defense. These drills enhance interoperability and send a strong signal of collective resolve. Beyond the US, the Philippines is building security partnerships with Japan, Australia, and South Korea. This web of alliances provides military, diplomatic, and political support. When the Philippines asserts its rights, its voice is amplified by its partners. In today's complex landscape, strength truly lies in numbers and shared values. The security of the Luzon Strait and West Philippine Sea is about economic survival. These waters are the lifeblood of the Philippine economy, vital for fishing, energy, and trade. Foreign encroachment has devastated coastal communities and threatens food security. The West Philippine Sea holds vast reserves of oil and gas, critical for future development. Exploration is often hampered by intimidation from foreign vessels. Asserting sovereign rights is essential to unlock economic potential and power growth. The Luzon Strait is a major trade highway. Any disruption would have global consequences. A strong defense posture creates stability, attracting investment and protecting livelihoods. The Marines and Navy are not just defenders, they are guardians of the nation's economic future. The Marines' mission in Northern Luzon goes beyond defense. It's about building trust with the local community. They engage in civil-military operations, repairing schools, coastal cleanups, and providing medical services. Disaster response training and open town hall meetings foster cooperation and understanding. By empowering locals with knowledge and skills, the military builds a sense of shared responsibility. This integration breaks down barriers and ensures the Marines are seen as partners, not outsiders. A supportive population is a vital asset, providing information, support, and morale. In a crisis, this bond becomes a force multiplier. The soldiers are not occupiers, they are part of the community. On this front line, unity is the nation's greatest strength. On the northern frontier, a new chapter is being written. A story of quiet confidence and resolve. The mobilization of Marines, modernization of the armed forces, and strong alliances are prudent acts of a sovereign nation. The Philippines seeks peace, but will not shrink from defending its territory and rights. Across the archipelago, there is a growing consensus. The nation must stand firm. The Filipino spirit, courageous and resilient, now faces 21st century challenges. This is a whole-of-nation approach, from Marines on patrol to fishermen at sea. The path ahead is not easy, but hope and confidence are palpable. The Philippines is charting its own course, building a future of peace and security. As the sun sets over the Luzon Strait, the nation stands ready, united, unbowed, and determined. The future is in Filipino hands, held with a steady grip.